Ladies and gentlemen, our following contest is bout number 3 on the card. This fight brought to you by Cobra Tape. Check them out at cobratape.com. That's Cobra with a K. 3 by 3 minute rounds in a 59 kilogram weight class. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Buck Sukari at a Sakari Muaythai with an official weight of 58.9 kilograms. With a professional fight record, 2 fights for 2 losses. Fighting out of Preston, ladies and gentlemen, Nhan. And across the ring is this man's opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Alexi the Great Petrulius out of ATG Muay Thai with an official weight of 58.6 kilograms. With a professional fight record, this man is unbeaten. 2 fights, 2 wins, 1 coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Taylor's Lakes, Cruize, Hollingdale. With Yashmik and Jaman in charge as Abba Samadi, both fighters seal the ring.
Yes, thank you, John. Welcome back. Your stories never end. Road to Rajadamnern. Fight number 3 of the evening. Melbourne and Melbourne clash, 2 up-and-coming superstars of the local scene. Clashing centre ring. Cruize Hollingdale with a perfect record, trained by Alexi Petrulius out of ATG, and Ethan Nhan, trained by Buck Sakari out of Sakari Muaythai. Both these fighters weighed in yesterday 58.8 kilograms. Abbas Samadi, the golden boy, will be centering, taking charge of this one.
Stories. The land of Australian Muay Thai at the Melbourne Pavilion played host to.
Round 1.
Kick off on this one, you mentioned Alexi the Great, one of his charges in the red here. Wow, hasn't he had some fights on Muay Thai over the years? Quite an aggressive start from both fighters here. No feeling out process in these 3 rounders. Hugh, as we see some nice handiwork from the fighter out of the blue corner, Ethan Nhan.
Nhan is working well with the punches. They could prove to be a problem as the fight wears on. Hollingdale's not able to neutralise. They go into the clinch. Look at the body types. You would imagine the clinch would be a good place to be for the red corner, but blue looked to be the stronger in that exchange.
Yeah, Cruize Hollingdale bringing in an undefeated record tonight. As we see them go back into the clinch. A couple of nice elbows there from Cruize Hollingdale. Walked out to welcome in the jungle, and he is definitely welcoming Ethan Nhan to the jungle with some nice handiwork on the elbows.
Elbow in the corner, just forces the posture down. Having some success in that clinch.
Big high teep to rear low kick from Cruize Hollingdale.
Fast hands from Nhan.
Yeah, I really like the handiwork. Very tight as well. He's not leaving himself much exposed, and you want to make sure he does keep it pretty tight, because Cruize Hollingdale is all over him with elbows, and you can see the first claret of the night above the eye of Ethan Nhan. First noticed it on the right elbow of Cruize Hollingdale.
Yeah, that cut starting to seep now. Was opened up in the red corner earlier, and a heavy low kick. Got a taste of success in that clinch, and looking to really hunt for similar positions.
He picked it like a dirty nose, Hugh, and that was that he wanted to be in the clinch. He wanted to be in close, and he's really shown why here. Plenty of elbows, goes to the sweep, succeeds, puts his fighter in blue down, blood dripping off the mat. It's all happening here at Melbourne Pavilion. Sneaky left hook on the inside there from Ethan Nhan.
Looking to put that glove across the face, disrupt the breathing, not let Nhan get going. Smart position. Also gives you the chance to kind of drive into that cut a little bit, potentially make it worse. Another elbow over the top. They separate. It does appear as the fight wears on, and Nhan doesn't want too much to do with that clinch.
No, and that's a fairly sharp reason why, and we've seen it demonstrated time and time again in this fight. We've seen more elbows in this fight than I think we've seen in the first 2 fights combined. Most of them coming away from the red corner. He's been pretty vicious with those low kicks as well. A sneaky smile from Cruize Hollingdale as he heads back. A good start to his defence of his perfect professional record.
Like some of the boxing that we saw from Nhan, the blue corner. He's got River Daz in the corner. River, well known for his handiwork with the boxing. Did a foray into pro boxing in addition to his Muay Thai career, so perhaps some stylistic things there in Sakari's Muay Thai corner as they look to tend to that cut, and how well they can stop the bleeding is going to have a big role in what the rest of this fight looks like. You can see Alexi Petrulius in the red corner showing elbows at all angles and what he wants from his charge.
He thinks he's back in there.
Yeah.
You saw Rebellion ring, must throw elbows. It was a really great observation you made there about River Daz in the corner. Obviously a guy that's got beautiful combination boxing. And I can see the similarities in the style.
Yeah.
The interest. I think River and Alexi have fought a few times, potentially even here on Rebellion.
Rebellion, they fought on Roots on the lockdown show.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what the advice from the corner would have been, because it's stylistically quite similar to that.
Yeah, that's a go call. Yeah.
Round number 2.
So moving to round number 2. I love that low kick. You can see the size of his thighs. He's a little mini quadzilla.
Yeah.
Is Ethan Nhan. Make sure that clinch exchange is short and sweet. Good lead kick from Cruize.
Hollingdale looking to send that left kick just up over the right arm of Nhan, neutralise some of the punches. There's another crossing elbow, but Nhan answers right back.
Sneaky. Cruize Hollingdale. He's able to sneak that elbow in over the top, because it's quite tight boxing from Ethan Nhan. He's not leaving himself open for these shots, but Cruize threading him through. He tries to step up for a little reverse elbow there, not able to do it.
Cheeky sort of upward angle elbow there. Crossing elbow against the aggressive Nhan. It's a good counter strategy against a heavy-handed fighter to try to land the elbows as they come in. Strong lock and a cross-face position, really hunting for those elbows, which is what he was told to do.
It's interesting, there's quite a few tight hooks from Ethan Nhan. As a coach, and you're coming up against a guy that's clearly intent on slicing your face into 20 different pieces, what are the punches you would be looking to employ? Would you start to move away from the hooks and look for straighter punches?
It's not a bad shout. It's a good idea. It's just about whatever he does. So he's got to be pretty. He's just got to aim to be compact.
That's you. Very polite there, mate. I appreciate that. Ethan Nhan not listening to my advice either. Continues to go with the hooks. I think the Hammer's going to be joining us in the corner. Chevello Crawl, more hooks than a tackle box. He throws one again over the top, misses. I'm liking his kicks to the body as well.
Yeah, starting to body kick a little bit more this round, vary his offense a little bit. Doing better in the clinch too.
River Daz thinks he's back in the ring again. Keeps on popping up over here in the corner.
It's just muscle memory, isn't it? Yeah.
He just sees Alexi across the ring. Really liking his tight boxing. Cruize Hollingdale not having as much success with the elbows. He's certainly keeping up the effort, but maybe the reward's not quite there. A little cheeky one on the exchange of Asamadi, doesn't see it. Comes forward with another lead elbow. They've done a good job of slowing down the bleeding. Ethan Nhan. Certainly right up above that eye, but not a factor at this stage. Excuse me, I'll get my words out. As we move back into the clinch here. This one a little less frenetic. The Golden Boy's seen enough and he'll keep him clear.
Elbow right back on the cut. Hollingdale's got to be careful not to split his hands too fast in the clinch and hunt for those elbows. Look to control the posture and do a bit of work with the knees too.
Late moments of this round. Ethan Nhan, a much more controlled round. He's done really well with the handiwork. Hasn't been any further damage done to that eye, and I think we got a pretty close one.
That is the end of round number 2, brought to you by Zetas.
Q, we talked last time what the corner advice would be. Back Sakari, Alexi the Great over the other side. Seeing the momentum shift a little bit in this second round. How do you keep Cruize focused on the job?
I think Cruize has got to remember that where he did the damage with those elbows was playing the counter. A lot of this round he went hunting for them, which does leave him quite open. Potentially to the boxing also if he's trying to cover a lot of space. I'd like to see him get back to playing the counter on the hands rather than trying to force the elbows too much, but also get his feet under him in that clinch. Look to set his knees a little bit more, and the openings to the elbows will come from that. as you can see, the positional control in those clinches, knees up the middle, plays to his frame very well.
Yeah, definitely the height advantage in the clinch. I felt like Ethan Nhan definitely taking some of the momentum out of the first round performance of Cruize Hollingdale. Certainly no clear.
Both fighters touch gloves. This is
no
the
clear
third
cut, keeping the
and
first and
final
second round
round.
consistent as we see Ethan Nhan, house on fire. 1-2 kangaroo, if you don't mind. He's clearly got the rev up in the corner.
Yeah, Nhan's fighting like he needs it. Punches to the body, that's landed well. Spinning kick, 2 middle kicks answered.
Yeah, I really like that. Saw the razzle dazzle from Cruize and just went back to the basics. 2 hard kicks to the body.
Yep.
Love that from a fighter. And I think you mentioned it in the second round. Really starting to work with that right body kick.
Yeah.
And it's continued here in the third. He's stepping forward. He's working hard. And he responds with a little short elbow of his own on the inside.
Yeah, Nhan is doing better work with the elbows this round thus far. Sort of a headlock position in the clinch. Not much doing there. Referee Basmati separates them.
Little spinning elbow there. Cruize Hollingdale said, that's my trick.
Yeah.
What are you doing, mate? Only one of us can play that game. I really like it when he's sticking to his bread and butter, though. There's a big lead body shot. He's done it time and time again. And when he's followed it with the right body kick, that's where he's having his most success.
Yeah.
Little jinky head movement there. Want to keep those hands up. But he is really walking Cruize Hollingdale down. A bit of a momentum shift in this fight here.
Yeah.
Goes on the offensive.
Nhan looks to be the stronger of the two as the fight wears on. Definitely got his feet under him a lot better as he rips down to the body. Maybe that's what's wearing Cruize Hollingdale down. Elbow up the centre.
He's got a big engine on him, Ethan Nhan, and he is starting to power as he walks across the ring. There's that right body kick again.
Yeah, good command of the ring in the third and final. Mixing up his levels, working hands into kicks now. Very strong showing with a minute to go.
You're a man who's walked down a few opponents over his time, and this is really where conditioning takes hold.
That it does.
Can you feel it as a fighter, both for and against you, with that momentum of conditioning?
You can, and that's where you've got to know to, play your hand right. Maybe if you are starting to tire, try to buy yourself some time. Use your teeth, use your longer weapons. Find a way to step back. If your opponent's getting the better of the conditioning battle, you keep trying to meet them in the centre, giving them exactly what they want.
Another clinch here. Both boys framing well, making sure they're protecting themselves from the elbow. And a lot of protection from Cruize Hollingdale.
Final 30 seconds.
Been slicing and dicing as we move into the 30 seconds. No signs of slowing down from Ethan Nhan, though. He is a house on fire here in the third round.
Some of Nhan's best work across the fight has been this round. Spinning back elbow attacked, but Nhan is just impossible to deter. Elbow over the top again.
Yeah, long guard from Cruize Hollingdale. Not enough to keep Ethan Nhan at range. It's been a battle of ranges here. Super close in the first where Cruize Hollingdale wanted it. Ethan Nhan's been able to create a little bit of separation. And I think he's certainly come on stronger over those 3 rounds. It'll be a tight judge's decision, though. Great early work from Cruize Hollingdale. Undefeated in the professional ranks. And Ethan Nhan, though, coming home, probably winning the conditioning battle.
CobraTape.com.
We'll leave it to the judges.
With the K.
Because that's it, John. We just chat. How did you have it at home? Let's look at some of these highlights.
I love this
Hollingdale.
exchange,
Yeah, an interesting decision to flip the script and come out with a spinning back kick, which, Nhan, to his credit, held his composure very well, just let that breeze past him and doubled up the middle kick in response. And that was really where he started to take the momentum and didn't get off the front foot. Kept his foot on the gas for the entirety of round number 3. Some of his best work over the whole fight.
Yeah, second fight we've seen tonight where probably the early momentum being the way of the red corner, blue corner storm back. Of course, we saw Matt Ross in the first do the job. But a fantastic fight, fantastic performance. We'll head over to him for the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we head to the judges' scorecards for their decision. Your 3 judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. All the way to your winner via unanimous points decision. Blue corner, Ethan Nhan.
There you have it. Weathered the early storm, fought through the cut, did